Today we're going to be doing an experiment where we mix together Manic Panic browns with green to see if it cools them down any. So essentially, Tiger's Eye is basically like a natural red hair, and it is the lightest of the 4 natural colors. And essentially, my theory is that Manic Panic used Tiger's Eye as their base to make all of the browns because they all have a slightly reddish tone to them. They do get cooler as they get darker, but I think that might be because they're probably adding black to make it darker, therefore cooling it down. But overall, they are still very red-based browns. And it gave me the idea that maybe if we add a little bit of green, which is in traditional color mixing is the opposite of red, maybe we'll take some of the red out and make the browns closer to a neutral brown. Now you may notice that there's no hair here for me to dye, and that's because I actually already filmed this and I lost all of the footage of me filming that, which is great. Since this is an extra video, I'm not too mad about it. I wasn't measuring anything when I did this. I just wanted to play around with some stuff. So I will say though that if you do like any of the swatches, essentially the Green Envy is very green, very pigmented. So you'll want to start with the base of your brown and just add in a tiny bit of green little by little until you get the color that you want, because I originally started with equal parts and the green just completely took over and I had to add way more brown. So also, if you want to request this as a full video where I do get measured and I swatch it on multiple hair colors, feel free to request that. But how about we get into it and see how they turned out? I'm actually really excited about this because they turned out pretty good. Now, I didn't really take my own advice. I think I mixed too much green in the darker ones. Once again, the Green Envy is pretty pigmented, so even if the mix itself doesn't look that green, keep in mind that the green might take to the hair a little bit better, so adding a little bit extra of the brown will probably be a good idea. And also, a strand test is always a good idea as well. Tiger's Eye is the only one where I think I mixed it correctly because that was the original one I did equal parts on, and then I just added a ton of Tiger's Eye after that. As you can see, I also diluted them so you can kind of see the undertones a little bit better. But overall, I think this experiment was a success. Adding a little bit of green did help to take some of the red away. Just keep in mind that it might fade kind of funky because of the green, but if that's worth it to you, then this might be an easy way to get your custom brown color. If you do have a request, I do have a link below to a Google form you can fill out. Just remember, I only do brands that do not test on animals. Thank you so very much, my patrons, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.